Introduction to Development Matters 2020. No job is more important than working with children in the early years. Development Matters has been written for all early years practitioners, for childminders and staff in nurseries, nursery schools, and nursery and reception classes in school. It offers a top-level view of how children develop and learn. It guides, but does not replace, professional judgment. The guidance can also help you to meet the requirements of the statutory framework for the early years foundation stage. The framework sets out the three prime areas of learning that underpin everything in the early years: communication and language, physical development, personal, social, and emotional development. The four specific areas help children to strengthen and apply the prime areas: literacy, mathematics, understanding the world, expressive arts and design. All of those areas of learning are connected together. The characteristics of effective teaching and learning weave through them all. That's because children in the early years are becoming more powerful learners and thinkers. These characteristics develop as they learn to do new things, acquire new skills, develop socially and emotionally, and become better communicators. Development Matters sets out the pathways of children's development in broad ages and stages. However, the actual learning of young children is not so neat and orderly. The main purpose of these pathways is therefore to help you assess each child's level of development. Accurate assessment helps practitioners to make informed decisions about what a child needs to learn and be able to do next. The document is not a tick list for generating lots of data. You can use your professional knowledge to help children make progress without needing to record lots of next steps. Settings can help children to make progress without generating unnecessary paperwork. Examples of effective practice mentioned early on are often relevant for older children. For example, the communication and language section says that babies and toddlers thrive when you show a genuine interest in them, join in, and respond warmly. Of course, this is also true for children of all ages. The guidance can help you check that children are secure in all the earlier steps of learning before you look at their age band. Depth in learning matters much more than moving from one band to the next or trying to cover everything. A child's learning is secure if they show it consistently and in a range of different contexts. For example, it is important to give a child many opportunities to deepen their understanding of numbers up to 5. There is no value in rushing to 10. The observation checkpoints can help you to notice whether a child is at risk of falling behind in their development. You can make all the difference by taking action quickly, using your professional judgment and your understanding of child development. By monitoring the child's progress more closely, you can make the right decisions about what sort of extra help is needed. Through sensitive dialogue with parents, parent is used throughout this document to refer to parents, carers, and guardians, you can begin to understand the child better and also offer helpful suggestions to support the home learning environment. When children are at earlier stages of development than expected, it is important to notice what they enjoy doing and also find out where their difficulties may lie. They need extra help so that they become secure in the earlier stages of development. It is not helpful to wait for them to become ready. For example, children who are not speaking in sentences are not going to be able to write in sentences. They will need lots of stimulating experiences to help them develop their communication. That's why the time you spend listening to them and having conversations with them is so important. Health colleagues, like health visitors or speech and language therapists, offer vital extra support to this work. It is vital that we get to know and value all young children. All children learn more in the period from birth to 5 years old than any other time in their lives. If children are at risk of falling behind the majority, the best time to help them to catch up and keep up is in the early years. Every child can make progress if they are given the right support. When we succeed in giving every child the best start in their early years, we give them what they need today. We also set them up with every chance of success tomorrow. 7 key features of effective practice. 1. The best for every child. 2. High quality care. 3. The curriculum, what we want the children to learn. 4. Pedagogy, helping children to learn. 5. Assessment, checking what children have learnt. 6. Self-regulation and executive function. 7. Partnership with parents. 1. The best for every child. All children deserve to have an equal chance of success. High-quality early education is good for all children. It is especially important for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. When they start school, children from disadvantaged backgrounds are on average 4 months behind their peers. We need to do more to narrow that gap. Children who have lived through difficult experiences can begin to grow stronger when they experience high-quality early education and care. High-quality early education and care is inclusive. Children's special educational needs and disabilities, SEND, are identified quickly. All children promptly receive any extra help they need so they can progress well in their learning. 2. High quality care. The child's experience must always be central to the thinking of every practitioner. Babies, toddlers and young children thrive when they are loved and well cared for. High quality care is consistent. Every practitioner needs to enjoy spending time with young children. Effective practitioners are responsive to children and babies. They notice when a baby looks towards them and gurgles and respond with pleasure. Practitioners understand that toddlers are learning to be independent, so they will sometimes get frustrated. Practitioners know that starting school and all the other transitions in the early years are big steps for small children. 3. The curriculum, what we want children to learn. The curriculum is a top-level plan of everything the early years setting wants the children to learn. Planning to help every child to develop their language is vital. The curriculum needs to be ambitious. Careful sequencing will help children to build their learning over time. Young children's learning is often driven by their interests. Plans need to be flexible. Babies and young children do not develop in a fixed way. Their development is like a spider's web with many strands, not a straight line. Depth in early learning is much more important than covering lots of things in a superficial way. 4. Pedagogy, helping children to learn. Children are powerful learners. Every child can make progress in their learning with the right help. Effective pedagogy is a mix of different approaches. Children learn through play, by adults modelling, by observing each other, and through guided learning and direct teaching. Practitioners carefully organise enabling environments for high-quality play. Sometimes they make time and space available for children to invent their own play. Sometimes they join in to sensitively support and extend children's learning. Children in the early years also learn through group work when practitioners guide their learning. Older children need more of this guided learning. A well-planned learning environment indoors and outside is an important aspect of pedagogy. 5. Assessment, checking what children have learnt. Assessment is about noticing what children can do and what they know. It is not about lots of data and evidence. Effective assessment requires practitioners to understand child development. Practitioners also need to be clear about what they want children to know and be able to do. Accurate assessment can highlight whether a child has a special educational need and needs extra help. Before assessing children, it's a good idea to think about whether the assessments will be useful. Assessment should not take practitioners away from the children for long periods of time. Self-regulation and executive function. Executive function includes the child's ability to hold information in mind, focus their attention, regulate their behavior, plan what to do next. These abilities contribute to the child's growing ability to self-regulate, focus their thinking, monitor what they are doing and adapt, regulate strong feelings, be patient for what they want, bounce back when things get difficult. Language development is central to self-regulation. Children use language to guide their actions and plans. Pretend play gives many opportunities for children to focus their thinking, persist, and plan ahead. Seven, partnership with parents. It is important for parents in early years settings to have a strong and respectful partnership. This sets the scene for children to thrive in the early years. This includes listening regularly to parents and giving parents clear information about their children's progress. The help that parents give their children at home has a very significant impact on their learning. Some children get much less support for their learning at home than others. By knowing and understanding all the children and their families, settings can offer extra help to those who need it most. It is important to encourage all parents to chat, play, and read with their children.